All right, here's a hot take. Perhaps those narcissistic parents that had the means to provide for their children, but instead wanted to hold on and to, be stingy with their wealth, with their money. Why they deal with such financial issues, well, like further going into their adulthood as their children grow older. Here's a hot take. Perhaps those type of parents that were very selfish, that were very self-absorbed, where they would spend so much money on themselves with so little money on their own children, to a point where their children's needs were not even being met. It was giving the bare minimum. I mean, you see kids where they are wearing clothing and shoes that they clearly have outgrown, but the parent has just not taken the child to go get, the new clothing. But the parents have so many great new things, where you have the parent that is getting a new bedspread almost every couple of months, but their children have stuck with the same bedspread for years, and you wonder what's going on. Those types of parents, but they had the money where they could take their children to a vacation, or just take them out of town and do something fun with them, invest their wealth and their money into an experience for their children to have. But instead of doing that, they would rather just sit on their wealth. I feel like the reason as to why they probably struggle so much financially is because God provided those funds and those finances and wealth to those parents so that they can provide that for their children, to provide their needs and some of their wants. To also invest their children into experiences, to take them on outings, to take them on vacations. And I'm not talking about super duper expensive stuff. I'm talking about within your means, where they could have done more for their kids instead of just sitting their kids in the house all damn day. But then you see those types of parents that actually invest into their children. They take their children on outings, and they take their children on vacations. They invest their wealth into experiences for their children, where they give the children everything that they need. They give the kids the stuff that they want, while God continues to bless them financially, because they are doing their due diligence. They're not just sitting on their wealth. They're not being selfish with their money. They're being selfless. Why is those like the parents where they have so many things that they want to buy for themselves, but they're investing that money into their children, into their families, and then later on down the line, they're able to receive the things that they want to get for themselves? Because those types of parents did right. They did right by their children. They didn't just sit on their wealth. They used their wealth to provide experiences for their children. They did not turn their children down. If their children needed anything, they gave it to them. If they wanted something, it was up to them if they gave it to them or not, and they most likely did. And God continues to bless those parents, because God knows that those parents will be a blessing to their children. But those parents that want to sit on their wealth, that's exactly why there was a halt and a stagnancy in their wealth, because they were being selfish with their money. So they're like, God's like, if you're not going to give it to your kids, then why should I give it to you? Hot take.